Rotten Tomatoes this morning, the news has come out that Rotten Tomatoes has changed their policy on audience score stuff. Now, basically, here's what they've done. For a long time now, people and groups have leveraged and used the either want to see or the fan rating thing on Rotten Tomatoes as a way to create organized agendas to try to go and promote an agenda one way or the other. And that's why I've said forever. Look, I love Rotten Tomatoes, but I've said forever, IMDb fan ratings, useless. Rotten Tomatoes fan ratings, useless, because you can get people going in there and voting 1,000 times. You can get people going in there and casting numbers for movies they've never even seen. You can get organized groups of people trying to organize to promote an agenda and blah, blah, blah. And we've seen that with the Captain Marvel stuff as well. Like it was sitting at 90%, people want to see, and then all of a sudden this organized movement to try to downvote it hit, and it dropped all the way to down to 27%. Well, Rotten Tomatoes has finally acknowledged this problem, and they have taken away that advanced fan thing and made some minor changes. Here's the official statement from Rotten Tomatoes. We are disabling the comment function for... Let me try this again. We are disabling the comment function prior to a movie's release date. Unfortunately, we have seen an uptick in non-constructive input bordering on trolling, which we believe is a disservice to our general readership. We have decided that turning off this feature for now is the best course of action. Don't worry though, fans will still get to have their say. Once a movie is released, audiences can share their user rating and comments as they always have. Now, of course, this doesn't address the problem of people being able to cast votes for movies that they've never even seen and all that kind of stuff. True. But I think this is a positive thing for them to do. Look, Rotten Tomatoes should be about the critic reviews. And I've said for a long time that the only legitimate audience score system out there is CinemaScore, because CinemaScore is actually physically there at the movie theaters verifying that somebody who is giving their ratings has actually just watched the movie. And that's the only way to make it even remotely legitimate. So I think this is a good compromise move by Rotten Tomatoes. They're not getting rid of the thing entirely, thus it's not going to solve the problem entirely, but at least it brings a little bit more, at least the appearance of balance by saying, hey, you can cast your ratings once the movie's open and you've actually seen the movie, you can come and give your say on it. Of course, that doesn't stop people from casting their votes even if they haven't seen the movie, but still, I think it's a nice little move by Rotten Tomatoes. It is a bit of a compromise. And I think they've just been pushed in this position by the fact that we've seen numbers of times now organized efforts to try to manipulate the Rotten Tomatoes system for the sake of an agenda. And for them to get rid of that and get rid of that tool, I think is a good move, yet it doesn't get rid of it entirely, and once a movie's out, people can still talk about it. So it's a good half step. It's a good compromise. It doesn't fix the problem entirely, but I don't know what the perfect solution is, so they're just doing what they think they can.